So let's learn the structures of purines and pyrimidines. We'll start with pyrimidine. Here are 4 simple points to remember. The first one is it is a single ring, then the ring is 6-membered and conjugated. By conjugated, it implies that the system has alternate single and multiple bonds. Let's try drawing the structure. This is a 6-membered ring. The 6-membered ring is conjugated. Let's make it conjugated. So this is conjugated. That means it has single bond and double bond in alteration. The next point same has nitrogen atoms at first and third positions. Further, numbering starts from the bottom, central nitrogen, and moves clockwise. So for clockwise numbering, we should remember that this is the clockwise direction. So if this is the first position, this is the third position. And the nitrogen is present on the first and the third position. So here will be nitrogen and here will be nitrogen. For a much more clearer picture, we have this slide. You can notice the numbering is in clockwise direction, that is this direction. Now, the nitrogen is present in the first and the third position. The entire system is conjugated, that is, it has alternative single and double bonds. So this is a pyrimidine structure. Now let us learn the different types of pyrimidine and their structures. So these are the IUPAC of cytosine, uracil and thymine. Cytosine shows 4-amino 2-hydroxypyrimidine. Means at the fourth position there is an amino group and at the second position there is a hydroxy group. The fourth position has an amino group for cytosine. But does the second position have a hydroxy group? On placing OH in the second position, we notice the phenomena of tautomerism. Now the carbon will have stability on having keto group rather than a double bond with nitrogen. So it has a keto group rather than the double bond with nitrogen, and that the phenomena is tautomerism. So that's the structure of cytosine. Similarly, in uracil, the IUPAC is 2,4-hydroxypyrimidine, and on the second and fourth position we find the phenomena of tautomerism, where the carbon prefers to form keto groups. And exactly we have the same structure that in thymine, just that there is a small change. In thymine, on the fifth position we have the CH3 group. Otherwise it's completely same to that of uracil, and that's why it's commonly called 5-methyl uracil. Now we'll move to purine. Here are 4 points which you need to remember. It is double ringed. Purine is heterocyclic aromatic organic compound that consists of a pyrimidine ring fused to an imidazole ring. So let's check this out. So the left hand side ring is the pyrimidine ring, which we learnt about right now, and the right hand side ring is the imidazole ring. This is heterocyclic because within the rings we have 2 kinds of atoms, not just carbon but also nitrogen. It is conjugated, as you see. Moving to the next point, purine is 9-membered and conjugated. I explained what conjugated is, and it is 9-membered. The number of atoms present in both the rings additionally is equal to 9, and hence we can say that purine is 9-membered. The third point has nitrogen at first, third, seventh and ninth position. So let's see how the numbering is done. Numbering starts from upper left nitrogen, then moves anti-clockwise on first ring, clockwise on the second ring. So we find that the numbering is anti-clockwise, that is this, like this, in the first ring, while in the second ring the numbering is in clockwise direction, that is this. Now, there was one more point, that was the nitrogen is present on the first, third, seventh, and the ninth position. So you can tally that now. So these were the 4 points which you need to remember, and this is the purine structure. We have two types of purine. One is adenine, the other is guanine. For adenine, the IUPAC is 6-aminopurine. I told you how to number the purine. So on the sixth position of the purine, we have an amino group for adenine. So here is an amino group for adenine. For guanine, the IUPAC is 2-amino 6-hydroxypurine. On the second position, this is the second position, we have the amino group in guanine, and on the sixth position we have a hydroxyl group which has tautomerized to the keto group. The carbon preferred to form a keto group rather than a double bond with nitrogen, and that's the phenomena of tautomerism, which I already explained. To access the complete presentation, you will find the link in the description below. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.